This is a 61 car train with 6 Aristo-Craft RS-3s that I have retrofitted Datum Precision metal CNC metal machine coupler boxes to. These locomotives aren't exactly a direct drop-in like the GP40s and the ST45 and the -9s. However, this can be done, and the front pilots have to be notched in most cases in order to get the couplers to properly align with the Kadee gauge, and of course to perform properly when coupled to each other in a train. So I've done 6 of these, which is the extent of my RS-3 collection, and they do work quite successfully pulling this 61 car train. Various cars here, USA Trains brands, Aristo-Craft, a lot of Aristo, and some AML. And the trailing unit is a Union Pacific RS-3, and it takes the most severe load to the extent that the pilot tends to be flexed upward a bit, and the coupler as a result is misaligned when pulling such a heavy train. Here's the same train with the 6 Aristo RS-3s with the Datum Precision installed coupler boxes and Kadees. These are the new generation E-type Kadees. And I found that the the upper lip of the pilots have to be notched out more or less extent on most of these locos. They do vary somewhat due to build tolerances or factory processing variations. And but I found about 75% of all the pilots, both front and rear, didn't matter which or both, 75% had to be notched. Now here is the action of coupler between 2 RS-3s, and this is the UP trailing unit, and the action of the coupler with the train going around my 10-foot loop back here. So you can see that there's some offset, and that's due to the tremendous loading of this particular train. It's 61 cars long, going on my layout here, which is mostly, it's an underhouse layout, and it's mostly 10-foot diameter curves with a few straight sections. So it's quite a long train, and because of the curves there's tremendous drag. It measures about 4.5 pounds with a fish scale, maybe about 5 pounds to get the train started. And if the layout was on a perfectly straight path, I'm sure that drag would be considerably less. Here's the same train with the 6 RS-3s on the West Bay portion of my layout. Coming around this siding here. Let's see if I can get the coupler action here as the train passes by. Of course, that's the lead Rio Grande unit. There are 3 of those. And this is the second to the 3rd Rio Grande. The Rio Grande to the Rock Island. The Rock Island to the SP. The SP to the Union Pacific. And finally the Union Pacific pulling the load of the train. Here the train is coming around my middle bay section, and I'll see if I can get the coupler action maybe a little bit on an upper top angle. The 2 Rio Grande units, the 2nd and 3rd Rio Grande unit, the last 3rd Rio Grande and the Rock Island unit. Rock Island and the SP unit. the SP and the UP unit, and of course the UP unit and the train loading. This is the longest straight section on my layout. It's about 8 feet. Layout's mostly curves and S-bends. Here's the train on the 270 degree loop back again. See if I can get the upward coupler action here.